It's 5 o'clock on this Friday evening, August 14th to. Oh, it's 5 o'clock on this Saturday evening, August 15th, 2020. It is time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, August 15th, 2020. It's 5 o'clock and the mountain temperature is 70 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening is USPS won't say if decision by Western District to stop removing letter collection boxes is still in effect. Eric Trump calls on Joe Biden to enter for a very discriminatory process of pick and run mate. Maryland Board of Elections moves ballot return up 1 week. Putin, Lukashenko say problems in Belarus will be solved as protests surge. CDC's Chief of Staff, Deputy Chief of Staff depart from agency. Senior stimulus check bill. Weekend update as stimulus deadline extended for Social Security recipients with kids. Georgia police try to break up near violent Stone Mountain protests. The father of a 5-year-old boy killed in North Carolina says the suspect was a neighbor for 8 years. Tunnel to Tower CEO who lost brother at 9/11 says life beam tribute will happen. We got this. Cop charging George Floyd case said he never used maneuver Derek Chauvin performed on Floyd. Muslim scholar slams media Biden for reaction to Trump's epic and historic Israel UAE peace deal. FBI to take part in the Beirut, Lebanon investigation of the explosion. Maritas residents joined efforts to contain oil spill as grounded ship splits in two. Japan marks 35th anniversary of war and with no Abe apology. Trump signs new executive order giving ByteDance 90 days to sell U.S. TikTok business. Stock market looked like Apple's Wile E. Coyote running off the edge of a cliff, says behavioral economist. California cuts and power outages could have happened again today. The entire cities could fit inside the moon's monstrous lava tubes. The iconic Arecibo telescope goes quiet after major damage. Greenland's ice sheet has melted past the point of no return. CDC says quarantine guidance does not apply. Immunity to coronavirus for 3 months. 25% despite elections, science won't be politicized. Most purchase face months. Let's skip that. DHEC reports less than 1,000 new cases of coronavirus Saturday. Peter Chill news time is 5:02. South Korea reinforces social distancing after cases spike. Trump order gives TikTok owner 90 days to divest from U.S. assets. Polish U.S. leaders signed an agreement to increase U.S. military presence in Poland. Tropical storm Josephine is expected to keep well north of Puerto Rico and east of the mainland U.S. to avoid serious impacts there. Forecast was set on Saturday. And the Nation Security Council has rejected the U.S. proposal to extend an arms embargo on Iran. Los Angeles area officials lifted some evacuation order Saturday as firefighters battled a 17,000-acre blaze amid Southern California, officials said. Illinois' longest-serving governor, James Big Jim Thompson, dies. Tropical storm Kyle moves into open waters of Atlantic. 3 police officers in Mississippi have been charged with murder for the beating and death of a 62-year-old man last year. A federal appeals court has ruled against California's ban on large capacity magazines, affirming the lower court's decision that the ban violates the Second Amendment. A U.S. Postal Service spokesman said the agency will stop taking down mail collection boxes until after Election Day. Peter Chill News Time, 5:04. In Attleboro, U.S. Representative Joseph Kennedy III made a stop at the Attleboro Farmers Market Saturday afternoon during his Jobs and Justice tour, which also covers 3 other towns across the state. Easton firefighter surprised his daughter after returning home from Iraq. Holbrook home torched in Friday evening fires. The cause is still an investigation by the state fire marshal's office. In the midst of a heated and close Democratic primary, Senator Edward Markey toured the South Shore Saturday meeting with voters and making his case ahead of the September 1st primary. Markey began the South Shore Legislative tour. Boston Bruins goaltender took out Brass leaves the team to be with family. Speaking of that, let's move on to sports with the Boston Bruins beat the Carolina Hurricanes in Toronto 3-1 in game number 3 of the Eastern Conference first round as they take the 2-1 lead in the best of 7 series. Red Sox, New York Yankees scored at 7:07 p.m. at Yankee Stadium. Don's Pelicans dismissed head coach Alvin Gentry. Peter Chelnusheim, 5:05. Time now for Peter Channel traffic and transit check on this Saturday evening. Baby! On the MBTA Fitchburg train, 14:07, 3:40 p.m. from Porter's now operating 20 minutes. Fiasco between stop Akron and Wachusett train traffic. Fitchburg train 14:08, 3:40 p.m. from Wachusett operating 10-20 minutes basket between Littleton and Porter Square. Providence train 18:11, 4:35 p.m. from South Station as part of South Station's operating 5-10 minutes span schedule on the ferries. They are looking good. Okay, take a look at the highways and byways in New England on this Saturday evening. .46 on both ends around the North Smithfield area on Sales Hill Road. Route 16 eastbound side, a little bit so around Route 134 in Dennis, and Route 6 on the westbound side, so between Center and the Samora Bridge, and then 3 in the southbound side, little so around the Derby Street and Hingham area. 7 Expressway southbound side, little so the Braintree split, and 7 Expressway southbound side, also between the Pike and Boston area down the gas station, Dorchester. 7 Expressway on the northbound side, little bit so on the Dorchester area. And 93 on the southbound side, also 129 at Reading. Central Mass and Western Mass highways are looking good. And out in Connecticut, 84 westbound side, Little Soul, Warwick, Connecticut, and Merritt Parkway on the westbound side, Little Soul between Milford and the Trumbull, Connecticut, and 95 on the southbound side, Little Soul between Fairfield and the Greenwich, and 95 on the southbound side, Little Soul between New Haven and Milford, Connecticut. And up in northern New England, it's looking good in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Peter Chelnusheim, 5:07. Time now for a weather report. Kyle has moved now 50-mile-per-hour winds with a minimum surface pressure 1,000 millibars and located 39 purported north, 63.2 to the west, and moving east-northeast at 22 miles an hour. Yes. It's expected to become post-tropical soon as 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. The center of tropical zone Kyle was located in latitude 39 purported north, longitude 63.2 to the west, and Kyle is moving toward the east-northeast with 22 miles an hour. This general motion is forecast to continue this evening and turn toward the east is expected by late Sunday, early Monday. Maximum saying winds near 50 miles an hour with higher gusts. Little changes strength expected overnight and gradual weakness forecast begun on Sunday as Cal expected to become post-tropical overnight or on Sunday. Tropical force winds extended up to 175 miles from the center and the minimum surface pressure is 1,000 millibars. And the latest on Josephine. 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts with a minimum surface pressure 1,008 millibars and located 20.0 to the north, 61.6 to the west, and moving west-northwest at 17 miles an hour. And Josephine is passing far enough to the northeast of the Leeward Islands to prevent major impact. However, interest there should be continued to monitor its progress until the storm has passed top of the area. Locally, heavy rainfall is possible in the northern Leeward Islands and the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico as Josephine passes by the northeast. Minor flooding is possible in Puerto Rico through Monday. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast discussion. And near the below normal temperatures continue in early next week as a few spot showers or patchy drizzle are possible tonight. A low pressure will likely track far enough south for the region. Sunday night to confine with the higher chances of a period of steadier showers to the mainly in Cape Island, and much of Monday may turn out to be dry, but an up-level disturbance may bring some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms late Monday night. Seasonal temperatures return Tuesday and continue by the end of the work week with dry weather dominating. Not much change in prevailing weather tonight with compared to today, and looking for an abundance of cloud spot, although northeast winds should diminish some, and on shore form will maintain a chance of sprinkles or a few showers. Mainly towards the east coast and Cape Islands and near normal low temperatures. Okay, forecast goes like this. It'll be tonight, patchy drizzle with a slight chance of showers between now and midnight, and patchy drizzle between midnight and 4 a.m. Then patchy drizzle with a slight chance of showers after 4 a.m. Clouds got low about 62 degrees, and northeast about 6 mile an hour coming in the evening. Transportation 30% for Sunday. Patrick drizzle with a chit chat before noon. To the chit chat afternoon. Clouds gonna have an 80. Now 10 to 76 degrees. Northeast of the wind. 5 to 7 mile an hour. Chances 4%. Dew amounts of less than a 10 minute possible for Sunday night. Showers likely mean for 1 a.m. Patchwork got to 1 a.m. Otherwise, clouds got hot, low about 62 degrees and northeast of the wind. 3 to 6 mile an hour. Chances 6% and dew amounts between quarter and half an inch possible for Monday, slight chances of showers before noon. Mostly clouds are about 75 degrees and northeast of about 6 mile an hour. Chance ratio 20% for Monday night. Check the showers with thunderstorms also possibly at 5 a.m. Mostly clouds are about 60 degrees and light over wind. Chance ratio 40% for Tuesday. Check the showers before between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. Mostly clouds are have at 84 degrees and calm and coming westbound 6 mile in the afternoon. Chance ratio 30% for Tuesday. Mostly good cloud about 61 degrees and northwest wind from Wednesday. Mostly clouds are about 85 degrees and low 65 light over wind. For Thursday, chance of showers, mostly sun's at 84 degrees and calming coming westbound 5 mile in the afternoon. Chance ratio is 30% for Thursday night. Partly clouds with a low end 62 degrees and light west wind. For Friday, sun's at 84 degrees and light and variable wind. And for Friday night, partly clouds with a low end 62 degrees and south about 5 mile an hour coming in the evening. And for Saturday, most of the sun's got high at 86 degrees. Currently, in Naughton, it's overcast at 69 degrees. That's giving me for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, August 15th, 2020. I'm Peter Wilson. Hope you have a good evening. Goodbye. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. See you at 10 o'clock for 10 o'clock late night report. You have a good evening.